welcome back. We are doing spiritual, whatever you need to know. All right, whatever you need to know, spiritual, more of a spiritual reading. You have union, but I feel like you have union with consciousness. Alright, let's keep going. Are you becoming aware? Yeah, consciousness and expression. Yeah. I feel like you guys are starting to become aware of, I feel like you're starting to hear. Okay, well that makes sense, but it does, okay. Okay, so let me guys give you an example. When I listen to somebody speaking, I have a tendency of not looking at you directly. I will kind of tilt my head because I'm not listening to your, I am listening to your words, but what I'm listening to is a frequency. I know when you're lying, and I won't tell you because no, if you're lying to me, it's for a reason, and we're gonna hold that in my pocket, right? I'm gonna see what you do with that. What is it that you're doing? Why is it that you're lying to me, right? But I can hear it. I can hear the second. It's a frequency. It changes when you're speaking. And so kind of I tilt my head like this. So I'm still looking at you, but it's kind of like sideways. And I can hear what you're saying. But I'm really feeling what you're saying. So that's kind of what I was trying to say. I feel like you guys are starting to, not so much like a truth or lie, but I feel like you guys are starting to be able to read between the lines, okay? Like, yeah, they said that, but something felt wrong there. Like, something's off here, okay? And consciousness and commitment. Alright, let's see, Virgos. Alright, Virgo, let's see. Virgo. Collective of Virgo. Have the hiccups. Ooh, that's a huge ass wad of authenticity. See, you're starting to be able to like realize when someone's authentic, when they're speaking to you, when they're behaving a certain way. We all kind of have that, but when you start to like become more aware of your gifts and stuff like that, that shit opens up way wide. Like, you can meet someone and be like, no. Every single time I've done that throughout my whole life, and I've been like, I don't like them. And people are like, why? And I'll be like, you'll see. Yep, that's exactly right. Right? And then you got joy, and then you got divine feminine. Shut the fuck up. What? Alright, let's see at the bottom. Friendship. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys are making new friends, and you guys are finally like starting to feel like you're making new friends, and you're actually able to verify. Can I verify that you're authentic and you're not a piece of shit liar? Put your thumbprint right here. No, I feel like you have almost like this pulse on, you've learned this lesson, right? I feel like you were around a lot of people that were not actually authentic, people that were not really your friends, people that were pretending to be something they were not. I do feel like you are now starting to meet people, and you're actually going to be able to tell, you're going to be able to feel whether they're authentic or not. It's almost like it's a superpower that's going to start progressing more and more and more. In fact, like to the point where you can even meet someone and immediately be like, ugh. Like, for example, when I dealt with a sociopath, and there's an energy to that. Oh, my cat's under me. I hope he doesn't disconnect the light. And now when I meet anybody with that energy, it literally like I can feel it, and I'm like, oh no, get me the fuck out of here, right? There's joy coming in though. I do feel like you are meeting a divine feminine, and this doesn't necessarily have to be your divine feminine. It could be your divine feminine, but I feel like this is going to start off as a friendship. So even if they're not your divine feminine, right, this is almost like a divine friendship, right? But I do feel like it could turn into your divine feminine. Maybe this is somebody that is just a soulmate, because we have soulmates in friends, in pets, in family. Like if you've ever seen Supernatural, you know that Sam and Dean are soulmates, not just brothers, right? I have no relationship like that with any of my family. None whatsoever. None. And so you have different kind of soulmates, right? And so you could be coming into a friendship, right? I don't know if you can see that. All right, friendship right there, 22, and it's because you've mastered this lesson. I feel like you went through a series with people where you were learning lessons that they weren't authentic, and then you were giving way too much, and you were too trusting, because I feel like you were trusting. There was just a lot of unhealed wounds that you were dealing with, that you were still like allowing certain things. Like I remember before I started my awakening, this was like, I don't know, 10 years ago, like my full, like the full like I'm going crazy one. And I was dealing with a friend, right, who, I don't remember, we had a party, and she was dancing, and I was talking to another friend, and she came up and she smacked me in my forehead. And I was like, what the fuck? As if it were funny. Like to me, like that threw me completely off. And I feel like that's where it started to go downhill. Because I was like, why would she fucking do that? Like, not only is that like so mean, but it's disrespectful. Like there's a bunch of people here and you just slapped the shit out of my forehead. And I didn't say anything. I just kind of like looked at it, but that's what started the ball. And I was like, no. And it wasn't like, okay, I'm kind of I have a lot of fire in my chart, so I do this weird thing, which I know some people think it's weird and some people think it's normal, but if I see a bruise on you and you're my friend, I'm gonna poke it. And if you do it to me, I'm gonna laugh. Like, it's just funny to me. I don't know why. It's funny, but I don't ever do it to like, oh, I want to do it so it hurts them. No. And that's what it felt like. It felt like they were trying to do it to like, I don't know, humiliate, like to hurt me, right? And that's when like it all started to like unravel. Everything started to come apart. And then one day, like, we just stopped talking because of Krispy Kreme, or not Krispy Kremes, a Rice Krispie treat. It wasn't because of the Rice Krispie treat. It wasn't because of the Rice Krispie treat. And then she went on to talk shit about me to everyone and started like doing magic against me. And I was like, and I didn't do anything in return. I was going through my awakening and I was in the middle of it, right? She never even said why. She just stopped, you know, like it just, and I understood why I stopped speaking to her. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I feel like you guys have been through a lot of relationships like that, trying to understand why people, giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? Like, I'm just trying to be friends with people because you don't have friends, but allowing behaviors that we should never allow. We should never allow, and we shouldn't have even allowed it back then, right? I do feel though, Virgos, with the divine feminine here, I do feel like this could be a counterpart, but if not, this could just be a very good friend who's actually from like your soul family, okay? Let's start to go deeper. It could be both, but I do feel like whatever this is somebody who's going to be your friend for life. What's that song? I wish that I could have this woman for life. For life. For life. And this person and your relationship is going to be very authentic. There's no need to lie. I feel like it's almost going to be fun how honest you guys are. Like, I'm seeing you guys like just tell truth bombs, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, you guys don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You don't have to like those. I always get really surprised when I see people like, when my girlfriend farts after we've been together for a year. A year? Listen, I'm not a big farter. That's not my thing. I am a burper. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to, like, on purpose fart in front of you way before a year, just to get it over with. Because if you know why are you hiding that shit? It's a natural part of the body. That's like as if I was to hide my period. Like, bro, no, I'm on my period. Can you, like, go get me some food, some snacks, because I'm cramping? Take care of me, love me. I'm not gonna be like, I'm on my period, I can't come over. Fuck that. I'm on my period. Come and fucking spoil me. No. Or if I'm like, ah, shit, I stayed in my pants, or people that are embarrassed of that stuff. I remember one time I had a friend, I was talking about how we were at the airport, and I was like, something, I peed or something. I said something about peeing, about when I went to go pee. And she was like, shh. And I was like, shush. Bitch, we're in the bathroom, and we're talking about pee. Are you serious? Are you serious? That is how, like, how much you censor yourself? We're literally in the bathroom, and I'm talking about something about, I don't know, I think I said something about, I don't know what I said, something about peeing. I had gone pee something, right? And she literally was like, shh, like shushing me, because talking about pee is so fucking, I just saw 11:11, was so inappropriate. I was like, man, we live in two very fucking different worlds. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think that censorship, like, yo, no, we can't be friends. Like, you're gonna censor me and everything, and I'm not about to have that shit. With the King of Wands and the Five, yeah, like, you were always, like, people that were out to, like, get you, like, to use you, to, they would see your fire, and instead of being like, I want to hype that bitch up, I want to be friends with them, it's more of, like, you would be dealing with people that would try to steal your fire, that would try to outshine you, that would lie to you, that would be friends to your face, and then, fucking go behind your back and do crazy shit. Do you want to hear the most crazy thing? I've had a lot of these, I can tell you. I had a best friend from childhood. All she did was talk shit about me, and I knew it, and it was a lot of things she did, right? But we started working at the same corporate job, but it was 2 different locations, and all she did was talk shit about me, okay? All she did was talk shit about me, and I knew. And then people would come up and tell me, right? And then the company had a breakfast where they were, like, hosting for everyone, and my birthday had just passed, and she came in and gave me a whole bunch of gifts, bro. Like, it was one of the best birthdays that she had ever, like, gone out of her way, like balloons and everything. She hugged me, she's like, I love you. Everybody at that table was staring at her like, dude, all you do is talk shit about her. Like, everybody looked at her like, this bitch is the most hypocritical bitch in the world, right? And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I wasn't expecting anything from her, because at that point I was like, the friendship is basically over, right? I had just to, like, basically just tell her at that point. But that's what I'm getting. Like, they're sitting there like, it's almost like you come into people's lives and you try to help them be better, and they come in to try to see what they can take from you, or how they can steal your light, or how they can steal from you. I'm hearing people even tend to, like, start being like you and pretend to be like you. Or, you know how many people have started tarot because of what I do, and started, like, which is fine, because the universe uses that as fish bait. Like, yeah, come on, right? We're gonna do this, and then boom, we got you, bitch. And then your lessons start, because that's how it works. Especially when you're dealing with someone who's a very strong mirror, right? To everyone. I am literally a walking mirror. So the universe uses me as fish bait. Joy. You're getting a happily ever after. But I mean this, like, oh, with the star, this was a wish fulfillment that you wanted for a really long time. I feel like, even if this doesn't turn romantic, which it could, even if it's not, this is the tailor to your Selena. Okay? This is the tailor to your Selena. This is the Cheech to your Chong. Yeah? Yeah, no. This is like your person. This is like your Meredith Grey to, what's her fucking name? You guys know who I'm talking about. The one that was her best friend at the beginning of the seasons. Oh, she's such a good actor. I can't remember her name. This is just Coke Zero, by the way. I can't remember her name. I feel like you've been wishing for this, though. I feel for all your life you didn't have that one friend, that you always went through heartbreaks alone. You always had people that saw you struggling and called you your friend, but then would decide that... I remember going through my first heartbreak, my biggest heartbreak, my first love. I loved that motherfucker. He broke up with me after I had just come back from New York visiting him, and I was so heartbroken. I could not get out of bed for like 4 months. That girl came over like the first 2 weeks, saw me and was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the club, do you want to go? And I was like, bro, like, I'm struggling. She was like, yeah, you'll be fine. Right? But I feel like for you guys have always been that ride or die. Like, you've always been that ride or die, and it's never been reciprocated. And it's just not in relationships, in friendships as well, right? Like, it's always like, let me help you, let me teach you, let me whatever you do for me, I do for you, man. Like, it's about that. Like, when I meet somebody that I love and care about, it doesn't just have to be relationships. Like, I love and care about you, I want you to be a part of my family. Like, right? Like, I grew up not being close to my family. Like, you get to choose your family. You get to choose your family. You do. And sometimes friends are closer than family. I'm not fucking taking all these, because wow. We do have the Eight of Cups with Divine Feminine. Let me get one more though. Are you walking away or walking towards? What are you doing here? What's going on? I feel like you're walking towards, and I'm telling you, I feel like you've been praying for this. And this is gonna be like your ride or die. Whether this turns this turns romantic or not, this is gonna be your ride or die. Yeah. I feel like you guys have been praying for this. Or like, if you don't pray, like, you guys have been like, I just need a friend that will be there for me and will I can call. Like, I've never had anybody. I always go to the hospital alone. I have no one to talk to. I've been through hell and back by myself, you know? Like, it feels like you've never had. And I feel like you've had a lot of friends. It's just, they were always lessons. Maybe they didn't feel confident enough that they could they felt like they were in your shadow. That's not your problem. That's theirs. With the Ace of Swords walking away in reverse, and the Four of Wands. What? I feel like some of you guys could have possibly had other people around you that were unsafe, or had people around you that were you're making a choice basically, and you're choosing to come out of either a commitment, friendship circle, a friendship group, and you're coming out with the truth, and you're being honest, and you're walking away so you can be safe around this Divine Feminine, because there were people around you that weren't safe around this Divine Feminine. They were those fake friends. The kind that were like, no, that's not good for you, when they know that that person is perfect for you. Or, you know, they would talk shit about your friend when they weren't authentic, and yet, you know, this other person is actually authentic, right? I feel like you had to cut some cords here with the High Priestess, because you know the truth, and you're making a choice here with the Two of Wands about the way you want to move. Yeah. Virgos, an authentic person is always worth 1,000,000 people. One good friend that you know is worth more than 50 inauthentic people. I'm sorry, they just are. Like, at the end of the day, you know you can sleep well. And with 50 people, yeah, maybe they do things for you here and there, but I wouldn't trust any of them. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone. Alright, we're going to leave it here, Virgos. I am going to get you guys some advice. I always think of Rich Lop and his stupid songs. His stupid songs. And I always want to just sing them because I think of them and I'm like, wait, that's not my song. But I think of it when I say what he says and I'm like, damn it. He's going to have to drop an album soon. Let's see. Come on. Come on with it. Alright. Funciona. Okay. Believe. Strange encounters. See what I mean? Strange encounters. Maybe this person doesn't know you, obviously. And they had to cut out people that were not good for them. And they had to learn the lesson. They had to understand that you cannot keep good people, not great people around and have good people around you, right? You cannot. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. Yeah. Sometimes you have to fucking have, like, not snobby, but like people that are fucking aware to be your friends instead of people that sit there and think it's okay to make fun of other people or talk shit about other people. Like, bro, literally your fucking self-esteem issues is showing. Like, come on, grow the fuck up, yo. Like, especially when we all live in a glass house. I can tell you right now, if you live in a motherfucking glass house, I promise you don't want to come near mine. Don't throw stones on my fucking glass house, because I'll straight up obliterate your fucking glass house. Obliterate. Because I don't care about what I've done. I made mistakes, and you can bring up my mistakes, and I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. Shit, I'll do them again. Fuck it. But I promise you, I'm pretty sure you're not as fucking comfortable with your mistakes, and I will expose your shit. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Alright? Virgos, I love you guys so much. And I just saw 2222. I hope this helped. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.